Hey guys, welcome back to another Friday Fireside Chat. I hope your year is starting off okay. We're now in February, and the first theme of the week, or the first weekly theme, is understanding self-compassion. And the theme for February is self-compassion and kindness, And I wanted to share with you a talk from, his name is Dr. Aziz, and he's a confidence and self-esteem coach, and he has some really interesting books and talks and perspectives. And so I'd like to share this talk on really a new way to view being on your own side and why it's so important. It's a different way to view the issue or the question of self-esteem and confidence, and it helps you to lay some groundwork that you might have missed if you grew up in a dysfunctional family. Of course, everyone had their own experience, and sometimes you just need a simple reminder or a new way to see something. And so I hope that this will be helpful, and we'll discuss after. Here's Dr. Aziz.
I want to ask you one question that I think determines your happiness, fulfillment, and confidence more than anything else in the world. More than money, more than relationship success, more than the love that you receive and the adulation, more than the accolades, more than your achievements, more than your physical body, more than your appearance, more than anything. What is that question? Are you on your own side? Are you on your own side? That's my question for you. Because when you're not, it does not matter what you achieve, what you experience, what people love you, what you have going for you in your life. If you're not on your own side, it will turn to dust in your mouth. You won't be able to taste the pleasure of a beautiful conversation, of a lover's kiss. You won't even be able to enjoy being with a beautiful child in a beautiful moment. You got a sunset, you got your kids, you got your beloved, you got the money, you got the car, you got everything your heart desires, and you can feel pain because you're not on your own side. So I believe, because we all want ultimately confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, happiness, enjoyment, fulfillment. That's really what we really want underneath all the achievement, right? We want both. We want to achieve, we want to feel great. And what's blocking us from that is not being on our own sides. So what does that mean to be on your own side? We'll just take a moment to really think about that term, on my own side. Well, when you're not on your own side, that means you're against yourself. And that's exactly what happens. We have a part inside of our mind, our inner critic, that turns against us, that starts to observe us from the outside and make commentary and judgment on you about what you're not doing right. Well, you didn't get that done. Just think, you finished an amazing day of work, you put your guts into it, your heart into it, you produced, you created, you took risks, you got results. You really put in your time. And at the end of the day, that critic's like, wasn't enough. Yeah, you did A, B, and C, but you didn't do D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P. Come on, you gotta do more, right? You can have an amazing conversation with a lover, with your spouse, deep moment of connection. And meanwhile, your critic's like, this person doesn't really care about what you're saying. They're gonna leave you. You're not that interesting. Your stories are kind of boring. And all of a sudden, you're feeling just kind of disengaged, deflated, right? I mean, we can get real granular here. What about you're with that lover, you're with your spouse, you guys are about to start making love, and then that critic's like, you're not gonna be able to get aroused. Something bad's gonna happen, or they're not really enjoying this. You don't really know, you're not really good enough. You're not a good lover. Like, these things can just creep into any of our best moments of our lives and take the satisfaction away. Is any of what I'm saying resonating with you? Are you on your own side? That's a question that I want you to be asking yourself regularly throughout the day. Am I on my own side?
So this is a great talk. I really like the way he frames this. You can find more of his content on YouTube. He also has a podcast. Put the link in the show notes. You can check him out. He has a lot of great content, but I really love the way that he framed this when I was first coming across his content a few years ago. It really helped me to understand what that really means in action. Because I think a lot of the times, if you were not sufficiently parented, you might not understand the details of something. Like, you might have an idea of the concept of self-esteem, but what does it actually look like in action? Because if you didn't have the role models, to model your behavior and learning on, which is part of social learning theory, then don't feel bad that you maybe miss some things. This is the whole point in the process of reparenting, to fill in those gaps where there should have been mentoring and guidance and perhaps was none. And so being on your own side, it really is the gateway or the foundation of self-compassion, of self-kindness, of self-confidence. And for some of us who perhaps aren't used to that, we might not really be aware of how much we just aren't on our own side. This can be, for example, habitually catastrophizing and expecting the worst, as opposed to visualizing the positives and the possibilities and the hopes and dreams coming true. It could be in terms of neglecting self-care, your social contacts or your physical body, or eating enough. These are also examples of not being on your own side. And so anything that does harm to yourself, violence to yourself, is something that is you not being on your own side. Anything that is not caring for yourself, that is not nurturing yourself. The essence of reparenting, nurturing, as we said before with the bonsai tree, nurturing the bonsai tree, being on our own side, taking care, time to find the beauty, to uncover the natural gifts and talents, our natural expression. This is what's most important. With this, we find more energy, more courage to take the other steps and to begin to explore ourselves and the world as we should have been doing from the beginning. This is how we come back to our energy. This is how we begin to, again, gain the energy, the momentum, the force to expand, begin this process of self-expansion and pursuing our true self-expression, which allows us to expand beyond the trauma. Not that it's ignored or erased or forgotten, but that we are able to continue with life in a way that its size and proportion to our life is diminished. That's the most important thing. It's more important than focusing on healing the trauma is getting yourself to a place where you can function to begin to expand and gain the energy to begin to expand. The healing, I guess you could say, is the process of accessing that energy. The healing is not some finite place where that, wound or incident doesn't bother you anymore, but it's in a place where you can have access to your energy to re-engage with life. And in that process of self-expansion, self-discovery, however you want to call that, everyone has a different perspective, but this is the energy. This is the goal, with reparenting. It's not to sit down and learn everything from a book or to, memorize, retorts or comebacks or meditations or social skills or DBT skills. Or it's not to memorize these things. It's to get us back to a place where we're engaged with life and our life force so that we can explore. That's the whole point. Not to become obsessed with this idea of healing trauma, which might not ever be healed. Actually, is most likely never healed completely. It's about getting yourself to a place where you can continue to expand beyond that. And finding the things that you need to do to gain or regain your energy in order to make that possible. And so being on your own side is the first step to stepping into your energy. Take a lot of time over the next few weeks of this month to think about all of the ways that you're on your own side and demonstrating that, and reflect on the ways that you're not and how you might begin to address those. If there are things that are really blocking you from what you actually want, awareness is most important. And so thanks again for being here. I hope you guys have had a great week, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Have some fun as always. And don't forget to be on your own side. Have fun being on your own side. Actually, having fun is being on your own side. Make yourself laugh. Sometimes you can get so bogged down in this process of trying to heal or recover from your traumas or all of these things, you forget the simple point of life is just to have fun, to laugh and enjoy it. And so don't forget to laugh this weekend, because that is one of the most important ways you can be on your own side. And guess what? It's completely free. So peace out. I'll see you guys later. Take care.